Today we're going to be checking out Norway versus Sweden versus Finland, the three big Nordic countries.
Yeah, the little like, you know what I'm.
The droopy ones.
You know what I'm talking about.
We're going to check this out. We know these comparison videos aren't always necessarily the most accurate, so it's up to you guys to let us know the real information if any of this stuff is like dead wrong.
Yeah, sometimes they're just wrong. So.
Well, let's check it out and see who reigns supreme in the droops.
The droopers.
Who has the best shape, in your opinion?
I'm sorry, Finland's. I don't like how it like droops this way. You know, this way.
Norway's is the best shape? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think Norway is probably my favorite shape of those. Sorry to all the Finnish people out there.
And the Swedish people?
But, you know, if I just turned my head upside down, maybe Finland wins then.
I don't know. Kingdom, or republic. Interesting.
$1814. That's an old
Wow.
national day. And Sweden's is so new.
Yeah, 1983. Oslo, Stockholm, Helsinki. I have been to Stockholm and in the airport of Oslo.
Unitary parliamentary constitutional monarchy. Interesting. So Finland doesn't have a monarchy, but the other two do.
Is that because they were taken over by the Swedish monarchy at some point, and they were like, we don't want to do with that type of stuff?
Probably. Prime ministers. Area almost all the same. They're all very similar.
The music.
Popular.
Sweden really takes that away, like double
So
almost.
Finland and Norway the same. Interesting.
Wow, never realized that.
Density, kind of similar. Sweden's got a little more peeps.
Interesting that Sweden is so much more dense. I mean, it's double the people, but they were like a decent chunk bigger. Not like way bigger, but like quite a bit more than the other ones.
Age structure, pretty
Middle
standard.
age, yeah.
Finland's the oldest of them, it seems like.
Interesting.
And Sweden's the youngest. GDP, all pretty similar.
Straight cash, Sweden running away with it.
Per capita, very similar, but Norway
Norway,
destroying
wow.
cheapers, creepers.
90K. Services. Run it.
All right.
That's a long exports. What's Sweden exporting?
They have some like big companies like Nokia or whatever. Those don't exist, but just Nokia as a company still exists, and they have like Volvo.
Do they build them in
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Sweden? Does it still count as an export if a Swedish company builds them in a different company or a different country?
Yeah, true. How does that work? I don't know anything about import-export economy stuff.
I just think of if they grow potato and give potato to a different country, that's an export.
Yeah. Norway's probably got some oil exports.
UK. Interesting that Norway's the only one with the UK. Germany really is the
export.
They're the economy of Europe. Everyone always trades with them. It's always going right through Germany.
Armed forces.
All right.
Interesting that Finland classifies themselves as defense forces. You gotta like that.
They're always defending themselves.
The Department of Homeland, or the Department of Defense in the U.S. is now the Department of War.
Oh, the anti-war president, by the way, Donald Trump.
Defense is better. The budget's pretty proportional.
Interesting that I don't know what I expected. I mean, Sweden's always going to have bigger numbers a lot of the time because their population is twice as big, but defense budget, I didn't expect them to be like way more.
Yeah, and Finland is the
one next to Russia.
closest country to a country that may do something against them, and theirs is like the lowest. But they do have like the mandatory service, I think, in Finland.
And they both just joined NATO. That went through, right?
I think. I don't know. Military personnel. So Finland's got the
reserve. Wow.
The mandatory are all in the reserve, I guess.
Similar.
Finland has the most tanks.
Wow, actually Norway's way below.
But they got the most subs.
They got a lot of
Norwegian
coastline over there.
I saw that they have a penguin, I think, as in their army.
Yeah, I've seen that. I forgot his name. No nukes. Okay.
Norwegian / Sami. So Sami makes it up into like northern Norway, I'm assuming. Christianity. 60% most of them. And we've learned from like the Finland videos that some of the people are labeled as Christians, but they're not necessarily Christian because they wanted to baptize their... They wanted to get baptized or whatever, and you have to register as that. Or like when you get married, you would do it at a church, so you have to register as a Christian, but they aren't necessarily practicing.
That was in that Sweden video, right?
Or yeah, Sweden. Sweden.
Krone, euro. They're not sticking with the krone trend in Finland.
Some good literacy rates.
What's happening in Sweden? 1% off?
Infrastructure?
Just says infrastructure? What the heck does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that number mean?
Infrastructure, 98.
Wait, what? Because I thought it was like a country ranking, but there's not 203 countries.
All right. All right.
Okay.
That's how many, like, what does that mean? That means like all of the roads and train tracks and runways added together? Or
I guess,
what?
yeah.
It's a picture of a train. And this is a picture of an airport. So is this how many airports they have?
Maybe. I thought Norway had like really good infrastructure, so I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so this has to be ports.
Yeah, ports.
So it was airports, rail, and ports.
Now this is roads.
I think they could have labeled it a little better.
Nuclear power plant, that's interesting.
So does Norway, can they run on like hydroelectric power and all that oil they get?
Yeah, they probably have a lot of renewable energy there.
A lot of waterfalls.
Yeah.
Do they? I feel like, is Norway not sufficient, like, green energy? Or are they, like, pretty close to fully green?
I know Iceland is.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Costa Rica is too, weirdly enough.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so I would assume they're probably pretty close. We've seen videos of, like, Norway making, like, the push for green stuff. So they have proportionally higher electricity production.
Coastline. Number of billionaires.
So does the NA for Sweden mean there's none, or they just couldn't find the information?
Guess so. Richest person, my favorite set. Well, there's a billionaire right here.
Oh.
So how is there not at least one? Interesting.
Billionaires.
Billionaires. That's the sign of a good country if you got a billionaire.
Yeah, that's why the U.S. is the best because they have the most. The billionaires didn't exploit people to get to where they are, right?
No, billionaires mean the country is healthy and prosperous and there's no poor people. That's why there's no one poor in the U.S.
That's some good life expectancy.
Dang, yeah, that's pretty dang good. Wow. Olympic medals.
There's a lot of medals for smaller population
Yeah.
countries. A lot of winter Olympic medals, I would assume.
Yeah, definitely. Moose. There. Apparently, they call moose in Norway and Sweden elk.
Yeah, the Eurasian elk is apparently the moose.
Elk are also in North America, but they look different than a moose.
They're like the in-between between like a deer and a moose is like an elk. It's like a really big deer.
Yeah, like a really big deer. And
But
they live in the tundra.
the moose is like way bigger than the...
Way, like, bigger than
elk.
cars.
Yeah,
They're
they're
huge.
Passport? Those are good passports.
NA.
Like, why is it NA when it's better than Sweden? So it's got to be either 3, 2, or 1. Lots of tourists. Finland, the least tourists.
A lot of people going to Norway.
Internet users. A lot.
Almost all their population in each place. Okay.
Finland wanted to switch it up a little bit. 358 instead of the 4.
They weren't part of the first 100, so they had to get 3.
HDI. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Number 2, number 5, number 12.
Wow.
That's the important metrics there.
Yeah.
That was the end of that. The important metrics saving it toward the end.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know if this information is accurate, dead wrong, or what they did bad. See you in the next one. Bye.